Okay, here we go. So we've got Despair's Defenders versus Era's End. Magic, Ryan, Ghost, and Calico on Despair's Defenders. It's going to be Orange and Aquamarine, Liam, Hex, and Launch for Era's End on purple. We got Booyahs over on purple. I think I know who I like in this game. Gonna see. They're gonna be able to open up, getting a lot of the underside, but who's going to grab the top? Is anyone grabbing the top? Actually, the favor goes over to Orange, it seems. Despair's Defenders seem to be able to grab the top, although Hex is up there now. Missiles go out, threatening each and every one of them. Era's End able to take back the point, but it's really a back and forth. There's not a whole lot that either team can say they've grabbed. Liam going off, trying to skirmish against Ryan, but Ryan picks him off. Ryan maybe gonna does a splashdown, maybe gonna take him back. Take the point back for his team. See it, Despair's Defenders. Maybe takes it back, does take it back. Gets a 20-point penalty on Era's End. Let's see what goes on. Ryan gets another one. Flying around, gets Aquamarine as well. That's 3 in that one line. That's pretty good. Calico gonna go ahead and grab the top of the reef while they pressure Era's End's court. See, Liam flies in, tries to really grab back the point too. Liam does grab back one, but I'm not sure if he's able to do it alone, because he does it with his team. That's good. Calico goes down. An entire wipe for Despair's Defenders. We're going to see what happens, what Liam does after this. Not a whole lot of pressure going on at spawn. Sorry about that, there you go. Not a whole lot of pressure going on at spawn, so Despair's Defender has the freedom to go around to the side too. They do lose the lead, so Era's End now ahead by 2 points, but Despair's Defenders free to grab the side, free to grab some turf, free to throw that Booyah bomb. They go on ahead. Magic really pressing forward, maybe an overextension. Yeah, loses to Aquamarine and Liam. Aquamarine sitting down with that Hydro Blaster. Good choice with the armor. Grabs Calico. And I think with that, they have advantage over the point. Look at that range. Aquamarine is able to shoot to the other zone, standing from a very safe point. The only thing that's going to stop him is a pretty good flank, but honestly, he can probably reach around the flank as well. We got an armor ready. We're going to throw it out as the splashdown goes down, but Aquamarine getting flanked, can't do much with that armor. Might lose to Ryan, we'll see what happens. Flies back, Ryan isn't able to get it, but is successfully able to stop that Hydra pressure, which means he opens up the opportunity for Despair's Defenders. Come back. They're going to see what happens, what they can get. A wipe over on Era's End. Booyah is all around there. It's a happy team right there. The umbrella goes out, pressuring Calico to move. Calico gets back to the center, but a bomb rush coming over from Launch, and is instantly shut down. Point's not contested. Point actually goes to Despair. Calico down. Magic's still up, trying to go for a flank, it seems. Stop what he can, but it comes face to face with Liam, who flies around enough just to confuse that bucket hit. Liam and company, Era's End is going to go ahead and keep that point on. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of torpedo action from Liam, actually. Torpedoes are very nice, I think. Underestimated, so. Hex able to get a splash bomb straight in Ryan's face. And holds up the right side for his team. And is going to go ahead and start up that suction bomb special. Does ward off and kill Magic from that baller. That was strong. Meanwhile, trying to get back stuff for his team. Flipping over to Despair's Defenders' perspective. They're really going to have to get back those 12 points. I'm not sure if they can do it without grabbing the top either. Here comes Hex, going to watch the top of the reef. What can he grab? Not really anything, but he's got the high ground, and that's what matters. Ghost tries to get off Hex, doesn't work. But Ghost now has the top, able to get a few hits off on somebody, but doesn't get it. Magic finished off the job, maybe. No, Magic went down. That's tough. So Magic goes down, Ghost barely able to make it out alive. But Magic is going to jump back in, hopefully they get the opportunity to get both points. Ooh, suction bomb. Just canceled out by the Booyah bomb. Ryan pressuring forward. Ghost watching the back. Some missiles out. Not really any specials being built up here. They're going to lose their chance. Ghost is going back up. Gets a double. That is pretty strong, but it's not enough to get the points back. If they had grabbed that last point, I think it would have just been Ghost until everybody came back. That would have been it. Oof. So Ghost and Co's lose. 1 point goes over to Era's End. GG. GG on that one. So that first point goes over to Era's End. I'm going to switch this over to Tower Control Gobi Arena. It's the first time we're seeing that one. Wait, no it's not. I think we've seen this once before. Could be wrong. Looks good, let's move it. Getting a Hail Hydra from chat, oh my god. Maybe I do have to snap. So we're going on to game 2. Let's see what happens. Again, Alpha team will be Despair's Defenders, and Beta will be Era's End. And with the Tower Control Gobi Arena, I'm actually not too familiar with what weapons these guys use, but I'm expecting more Rain and Stingrays, of course, by way of Tower Control. That's just me. I'm not the go-to knowledge for strats. But I am surprised that I haven't been seeing any Mini Splatling or Kensa Pro Blaster. Or Splatter Shot, rather. Let's see it. Blue team, Despair. Green team is going to be Era's End. Booyahs on both sides. Let's see what's going on. Very good, very happy. Oh, we haven't seen Gobi Arena actually in the Tower Control. What do we see? We're going to be... I actually see a Splash-O-Matic. It's very interesting. The Suction Bomb rush might be helpful, and the proximity, like this is kind of a... Oh my god, Hex. This is kind of a close quarters once you get to the enemy court. It's a good mix of long range and short range this map. So we'll see what happens. They open up. Era's End does open up to 62 points. Be able to get it, but Hex is holding back on his Suction Bomb. Not sure why. Could have might have been able to save his teammate in that case. Calico does take him out. Does have a Stingray, of course. We're looking for that Stingray on Tower Control. And I'm going to switch this over to Era's End really quick. Running a splashdown, 2 splashdowns actually. Ryan has a splashdown as well. Ooh, launch. Getting destroyed by Ghost, just melts away. And Aquamarine forced to go back. Not really feeling safe in his sniper area. It's a counter push. Despair's gonna get it back. Lead of 52 right now. And they're gonna keep going. I'm not sure if this sniper can live in the rain. They can. Okay. Aquamarine gets taken out by flank. Ryan just kind of flying around. That's a strong octopus. So, Ryan has a splashdown ready. Actually, 3 specials ready on Despair's side. I'm not sure. Oh, unless they all drop it, they could have actually continued that pretty strong. But Liam does shut it down. Liam going in. Whole wipe on Despair's side. Era's End is looking to push this back. See how it goes. They pop off the Suction Bomb launcher to get a lot of ink back. And we're going to see Era's End gets a ton of ink. Like nearly all of the middle is there. Liam going in to destroy Calico. Really cornered. But also gets picked up by Ghost. Ghost stops, takes advantage of that Rain Blaster, and really takes out 3 people. I'm pretty sure that was a strong defense. Ghost needs to chip with that Squid Baggin though. Rain going out, it's smart, pretty much use it immediately with your specials. So you're not throwing them away, because you want to be able to take advantage of the fact that it's being used, even if you're not there. Stingray going out. Although there's not really, it's not really in response to a push, rather than I think to grab some pressure against Despair. Now Despair has their own Stingray and Ghost going off. Let's go. Was that 3 or 4 different kills? I am not entirely sure. Here comes Ghost. Ghost is still just playing around, trying to get some really good hits. Does get another one on Aquamarine. This guy's everywhere. That's the TM. That's what the TM is for. Ooh, another rain going out. A well-placed bomb. Gonna take out Hex. Man, we gotta watch this splat count. It's big. So Ghost pushing ahead. Ryan going ahead doing the flanks again. Magic gonna watch the side just to support Ghost. And Ghost just cruising. Ryan gets taken out. A good play spot for Suction Bomb. But the desperation play by Arizen to really jump on the cart, on the tower, really seems to surprise Ghost. Sorry about that. So then we're going to see the push. It's going back. That was actually a very strong push. They reached that second checkpoint, which is not easy in this map. Not easy at all, but we're going to need to see Arizen take back as much turf as possible to get any footing on this map left. The Stingray does pick out Calico. Magic also going down. That's 2. Ryan jumps in, does take out Liam and Hex. Ghost and Ryan. Let's see what Ryan's up to. Ghost and Ryan really just so much pressure in the back. They're not, it's like holding their hands behind their back. They can't really do too much. Ryan going in for the flank to take out Aquamarine and maybe one more, but that's a slippery launch. Ryan able to get it launched down. That's 2, maybe 3 down on Arizen's side. Ryan used the splashdown a little strangely. That's too much verticality to get any hits from that. But Liam just flying around. Oh, he's taken out in the air. That splashdown wasn't going to save him this time. I don't think there's enough specials on Arizen's side to really to save them from this situation. Ryan's going up. Gonna see if he can grab a flank on launch. Does get the flank on launch, and that might weaken Arizen's footing here. Liam going up ahead without his team. Gets punished for it. That's too bad. I don't know. Hex and Aquamarine. Seeing what they can do. Aquamarine sitting on point. Gets taken out, and all they have to do is climb on it. That's it. It's done. Whew. Despair's Defenders grabs the second one. Tower control, Gobi Arena, right over to them. Now Blaster is just a very strong choice for that in general. Ghost getting 23 home splats. Let's go. That's a big count. That's a meaty kill count. And that's good. So that leaves us 1-1, 1 point to Arizen, 1 point to Despair's Defenders. We're moving on to Rainmaker. Snapper Canal. And I personally actually liked Blaster a lot. Blaster was the one that got me to S+X about. Yeah. Actually, I think it got me to S+9. I did another one to get S+X for the other 2, but I can't remember what weapon that was. Could have been a bucket. Something like that. But Blaster is one of my favorites. The fact that you can hit the corners makes it a really strong choice for Gobi Arena. And just reaching around the pole for tower control is just, it's good. It's good. Overall, it's good. Nice. And there was a point in the meta, I'm not sure if it's US only, but there was a lot of Sheldon's camo umbrella being played. I personally don't understand how people can be so comfortable with it. It has an ink mine. It's kind of a different mentality for me because you're switching between that defensive camo umbrella, which I want to protect my teammates with, and then you got an ink mine, which I don't know where to place it, like, honestly. So that's something I need to learn. But with 4 seconds left, does Ryan have enough time to queue up for this? Let's go. There we go. Rainmaker Snapper Canal. But I'm just surprised that I haven't actually seen very many Brellas in this one. And that means people are having fun with their weapons, and that makes me very happy. That's good stuff. That's good competition when everybody feels a little more flexible about what they're going to play. Actually, the first time we're going to see the Bob Lobber here. As I said that, we're having Umbrella also. Aquamarine coming out with the Tentabrella. Not the Sheldon's pick version, but does decide to go with that beacon, just to be able to, for the flexibility of moving, I suppose. Liam choosing the Blob Lobber as well, which personally is, I think, almost a nuisance, because it's just so strong. Liam goes down, and the pop goes off to Calico's team. It's going to be Despair. They're going to push on ahead, but get taken out pretty much immediately. Launch trying to get it a little close to that without being super secure that the pop was going to go to their team. But Era's End loses the Rainmaker. There's going to be just this steady stream, this one stream of ink going down from each team down that middle side. Aquamarine pushing up ahead with that umbrella, hoping to open up a path for the Rainmaker, but the Rainmaker does go down. Aquamarine and his team, Era's End, let's go. Going up ahead. Grab the Rainmaker, is able to push. Oh, so many points there. The launch gets tapped on the head, right in the back. And does lose it. Magic popping it for his side. And this might be really bad because we see that Despair's Defenders team is just down altogether. Sorry, this is Despair's Defenders. Era's End was wiped. And they get the lead, the hop! The absolute hop on that squid. Did you see the air he got? Jumping right into getting the lead. Launch, grabbing the Rainmaker to see what they can do in reaction to that entire push. That really quick push, just because Era's End wiped once. The lead just flips away. This is what happens in Rainmaker. The wipes are some of the strongest consequences in Rainmaker. So they're gonna push off a bubble, see what they can get with that. But with the Booyah Bomb launch, accidentally throws himself into the water. And that is another wipe for Launch's team. And we're going to see what Despair Defenders can do with this actual wipe. I don't think they had enough time to capitalize on it. Because here we go, all four are rolled out. Calico goes immediately down. Magic is not really with them. I'm not sure if he was going to try to flank or what. But the Inkjet was ready and doesn't get the chance to use it. Rainmaker goes back to Era's End. Oof. And almost immediately down. It's just such a compact fighting space. This map is big, but the sensor is just so small that it's easy to go down. Here we go, he's going to try to get the lead, doesn't get it. Oof, unfortunately, Ghost is waiting on the other end. I'm going to see the Booyah Bomb go out, my favorite. Booyahs everywhere, Booyahs all around. Ooh, Calico grabs it, tries to go around Launch. Kind of knows that Launch is there. The rain. Ender's End. Era's End actually lost two of their members. Calico tries to jump off but doesn't get it. Launch gets in midair. And I don't know, it just seems pretty fair here. Era's End needs to get one last push, just like jump over and get past that uninkable area. Maybe they're gonna... It seems like Despair's going for the reset. They're going to keep that Rainmaker there. Kind of push it far to the back. I'm not sure if it's in their best interest. Aquamarine tries to grab it. Doesn't get a good chance on it. You see stray bubbles on the side just going off. Actually, I'm not sure if we have a Stingray here. Calico does have a Stingray. Let's see what's going on. Trying to push off. Era's End was getting pressured over at spawn, but they're trying to push away. See if they get any footing in the middle. Doesn't get it. Aquamarine goes down. Trying to solo a splatter shot with Umbrella is tough, but it does open the chance for Calico. Three of them down. Opens the chance for Calico, who nearly got splatted by a sprinkler. So close. The chance is there. 15 points. That's a very good push. And I'm not sure if Era's End can come back from that. Ghost backs away. Sorry. What is it? There we go. Ghost backs away, tries to watch the middle to see in this last 20 seconds, maybe they can just keep the Rainmaker away they're not going to be able to have the chance to grab it and keep it. And oh, gets a double with that Booyah Bomb. Doesn't really get the chance to grab it and take it back to their base. That would be the most secure way to do this. They do lose the Rainmaker. Arizen loses the Rainmaker in the last 3 seconds, and that's really gonna just shut it down altogether. So Despair's Defenders takes down the second point on Rainmaker Snapper Canal. He made it not so snappy, but we're moving on. And that's 2 points for Despair's Defenders. Next map being the game match. If they can grab this next map, which is going to be Clam Blitz New Albacore Hotel, then they're going to go ahead and get in the finals against Albacore. See, Clam Blitz New Albacore. There it is. Now, if everybody's ready, I'm ready. Let's move it on. Let me know if you're ready, chat. Give me a booyah, something. Booyahs are best. Nope. Alright, so let's move it right along. New Albacore Hotel. Clam Blitz, again, my favorite. Let's see the switch we go over to. We're not going to see a Blah Blobber this time, because that just doesn't fit with Clam Blitz. It's just, that ain't it, chief. Let's see what's going on. So we do have... oh no, launch! Let's put that away. What we do see, the Hydra coming out from Aquamarine. Preference, it seems, to be able to use the Ink Armor here in Clam Blitz, which does help as far as offense is concerned. But Ryan and the others really just pressuring their way in. They seem to have a lot of mobility in their comp, and they're just going to try to fly in with these. They're all flankable, good fast weapons. Let's see what they can get. Let's switch over to Liam's team. That is Era's End. I forgot to mention, Era's End is blue, and Despair's Defenders is yellow. Despair's it does have a power clam. They're trying to open up to the left side, but it's not going to be anything worthwhile. They're going to lose the power clam actually, and Liam's going to start rolling out. See what they can get over there. Do I not have a center? There we go. Center button. The middle turf advantage goes over to Despair's Defenders, but it seems like Era's End has a lot of their base much more covered. So as far as defense is concerned, there we go. Despair loses too, so they're gonna have a tough time. What are we doing here? There we go. Ooh, Ghost's gonna try to stop in that. Liam bringing in that power clam, but didn't. Does get Liam. Does get launch. Ghost has all the range he wants to. This is what I was talking about. That Kent's splatter shot. You've got your splash bomb. You've got the range. You've got the Booyah bomb. It's a very popular weapon here now. currently. He's got 5. He's trying to come in for the flank. I'm not sure that's going to work out against the Hydra. That's a very fast fire rate. Decides to come out with the Booyah Bomb. Another Booyah Bomb did go off on their side. And the Autocam, as you can see, prefers to see the nice sparkling water. Launch trying to push to the left side. Isn't able to get anything. Calico stopping that push and babying that football until it's gone. Let's see what happens. Down, another overextension, a bad jump. Oh, a launch going down again. And the Hydra versus the Mini. Let's see it. Hydra needs to retreat. And Despair has pretty much the flexibility to get in there. And you can see it's really tough to get any power climb in on this map. Like the one solution to walk, like the only way to get to the basket is really to walk in. And with a grate, with 2 sets of grates and a very easily watchable right side ramp, the only way is to get a flank that gets it this way and then you fly your power climb over to that person flanking. So we're gonna see Mini versus Hydra. What's gonna happen? Calico barely gets away. Breathing heavy. Knees weak. Palms are sweaty. Calico decides to go up the right. Great. Maybe gonna happen, but does trade with Hex. Hex, a good decision getting in there. And a ton of clams. Look at this. A ton of clams on the right side in favor of Despair. Like, that's all on their side. So if they wanted to form like 3 power clams right now, they could. Magic does make one. Hopefully doesn't lose it. Does have the baller. The baller is a very good choice in this case. Because they can just roll in, explode it. You do drop the football for a second, but you gotta pick it back up to throw it in the basket. So as long as Magic can get across the grates, that would be fantastic for Arizona. For Despair. Here we go, across the grates. 2 of them, 3 of them. The Hydra. There it is, he goes for the ball. That's gonna be it with 2 down. Ooh, that was all their defense. Magic does drop it. Opens one up, gets the lead for his team. Can Ghost get in, do another one? Ghost is punished, unfortunately. When you stand on that box, you don't have a throw far enough. Like these squids aren't the strongest with their arms, so the throw just isn't far enough to be able to make it over to the basket. However, the lead does belong to Despair's defenders on the very last second. Oh, I'm not sure though. Oh, with Aquamarine in the front. That's a strong... Oh, they take the lead. That's it. They did have another power climb that they could have put in there for a bigger lead, but it seems like that was pretty much enough. Ryan's going to go crazy on the box. They do have that power climb. I think if Ryan went up the side, they would have been able to fly in to him and get that. He got that. I think overtime's done though. I don't think Arizan has enough time to make this happen again. And the game is done. Ooh. So that's a point to Era's end. Barely making it in the last second. That all it takes. It shows you. Sometimes in Splatoon, when you're playing Clam Blitz, one small clam makes all of the difference. It's wild. That's why I love this mode. It's fantastic. We're giving that point to Era's end. And that leaves us with 2-2, which means we're going to another game 5. Let's go. Despair's defenders getting 2 points. Era's end with another one. We're going to Splat Zones and Chovy Games. Banchovy. Where are we? There we are. We've been here before. We see it. We know it. We love it. Nothing too surprising. I'm expecting some umbrellas here in Splat Zones. Because it is zones. Football disgusting. Yeah, you know what? I need a better name than power clams, first of all, because I keep trying to say football. First of all, they look like footballs. But just like, you know, power clams is 3 syllables. Tower is 2. Zone is 1. Like we need shorter words here in English. Can you help me out? That's why we say football. It's got 2 syllables. It's easy to say. You're not gonna trip up on your words. We're good to go. I don't know, but that aside, we're moving on to splat zones. Ball is a good word. Thank you. 8 seconds left, and we're going on to the match that decides this second round of semifinals. Let's see it. Let's go. Switching over to splat zones on Anchovy Games. This is the first time we're seeing Anchovy Games for this tournament, so that's actually going to be fun to watch. Not that the rest of them haven't been fun to watch. So you have Despair's Defenders on green, you have Era's End on purple, and hopefully I don't mix up my colors again, and we're going to be gold. Gold is a color too, but we don't have that here in Splatoon. No Booyah's going out, but that's okay. Zone here is, actually we're seeing, what's with the bamboo? Boozler. Liam pulls out a bamboozler for the soda can and the bubbles. Let's see what happens with that. I'm a little shook by the decision. And Booyah bombs all over the place. In this mode, you can anything that chooses good aim. You're talking about the baller, you're talking about the brain, you're talking just suction bomb rush. And you got a bomb rush here. I'm not entirely sure about splashdown, but like all of those are pretty solid choices for this. Bubbles might be a little strange, but these are all, you're gonna see this flying back and forth. These are immediate. I want to grab that ink weapons and specials. So here we are. We're gonna see Despair's Defenders get the middle for 60 points. 2 down on both teams. We're gonna see some duos. What's gonna go on? They lose control. Era's End trying to get it back. Ghost trying to punish somebody for flying in, but doesn't happen. The bamboozer does get his feet in. Let's switch perspective to Liam. And they get the point back, so Era's End is back at it. 80 points, penalty's gone. The timer's counting down. They need to get this back. They need to get the right footing. They need to get their specials out. But again, these are all weapons that just claim back these numbers immediately. But if they don't get it now, their specials don't go out now. There goes the lead. Oh. The lead goes over to Era's End. They can get their specials out. Here we go. We're going to flip sides over to Despair's Defenders. And the suction bomb. Oh, an aggressive suction bomb at that with the bubbles. Actually, the bubbles might have gotten in the way of the suction bomb. Either way, it's going to flip back to Despair's Defenders. We're going to see what Ghost can do in the situation. Ghost kind of trying to sneak ahead, trying to get something. So Booyah's going out. Can we get Booyah's in chat? Help them out. Let's go. Another Booyah bomb. With all the bombs going out, all of this energy is insane. Look at all of this. Suction bombs. Just bombs on bombs. It's not safe here. Go home. Who let them in? Ooh. I think from here on out, every tournament in Splatoon needs their bags checked for these bombs. So Launch is coming in on the side, helping his teammates coming in. It seems pretty solidly in the advantage for Purple. Purple being Era's End. Booyah bomb going out. Despair Defenders doesn't have the footing quite to keep that. So it's gonna go back to the Booyah bomb in the back end. That's gonna be a little tough. Now they're gonna have the footing to be able to do it. So let's switch on over to Despair's Defenders to see what Ghost can do with that. Ghost gets a Liam. Fantastic. That's gonna leave a lot of breathing room for everybody to move forward. Ryan coming in maybe for a flank. Can he get it? On the umbrella. Not quite gonna happen, but the Booyah bomb comes in to finish the job. Who's throwing those Booyah bombs? It might be Calico. It is Calico. Let's see it 2 down with the bomb rush coming in the back. Here it is. As I was saying, they just want to get it back. That's a big thing, but Launch going in alone isn't going to be enough. Calico turns around, takes him out. And Despairs Defenders only with 17, 16 points left. Might be the one that goes up against Albacore Employees. Let's see it. Suction bomb's coming out. Wait, maybe too soon. Maybe too soon. Oh, the points go over to Arizend. The 55 penalty on Despairs Defenders. Let's see. What's happening here? Hex is trying to open up to the right side, keeping that propeller going, keeping that high ground, takes out Ghost. And here we go, the penalty's gone, the countdown starts again. Unless Despairs Defenders can actually build up their specials. Oh, Hex takes out Ryan too, that's big. The special's coming out, penalty going on Despairs. Penalties on both sides, this is too much. Both teams need about 40, 50 points to really get over this. Here comes Hex, flying back in. Let's see Liam's perspective. He's watching all this happen in the back. Can he help his friends enough? The bubbles might be able to go out. That might be able to give them enough. Oh, with 2 down, I'm not sure if it gives them enough defense at all. Hex down. Oh, and with the point going over, I think Despairs Defenders is gonna have this one. And that's it. Ooh. Talk about a back and forth. That's always splat zones in this map for you. It's insane every single time. Ooh. Super close. Insane. Game 5, once again, these last 2 semifinals have been Game 5. So we're going to hopefully see some pretty even, solid play between Albacore Employees and Despairs Defenders. So GG's all around. Way to go, guys. Congratulations to Arizend for pushing out this far. That was something. God damn. God damn. No DCs either. Thank you, Australia. Thank you. People, keep your microwaves off. We're trying to keep the connectivity in here. Here comes the end game. We're going to set up the finals. Albacore Employees versus Despairs Defenders. And if you will allow me a break, I'll be back for a second while we set this up. Stay tuned for the grand finals. It's here, baby. Single Elim, best of 5. Be there some 5 minutes, maybe. In a second, I'll be back.